Let's talk about financial updates, specifically the CARES Act 2 that's upcoming proposal from the Republicans. We will also touch on the stimulus package, eligibility of each individual, eviction moratorium, paycheck protection program, and the $600 additional unemployment benefit that is a little bit in danger. In addition, I'll also lay out an estimated timeline on the approval process for this CARES Act 2 proposal. Start with the stimulus package. There will be a second round of $1,200 for eligible individuals. The criteria will be the same as the previous one, the existing legislature. Let's take a look. The earnings are based on the tax filing from the previous year. $1,200 for individuals that earned up to $75,000. $2,400 for married couple that earned up to $150,000. $1,200 again for head of household that earned up to $112,500. An additional $500 will be given similar to the original CARES Act. This time around, there's no age restriction for the dependents. So $500 including adult dependents. Now let's touch on the eviction moratorium. This is a very helpful directive for families that have postponed or been delinquent with their rent from being evicted. It was passed back in March and now it is set to expire by the end of this week. The trouble is, if it expires, landlords are now able to put notice of eviction for 30 days, then they get kicked out from their homes, which is very devastating if it occurs. The good news is that the extension will be part of this second version of CARES Act. Now for the Paycheck Protection Program or PPP loan. The implementation will be the same as the CARES Act 1. However, at this time, it will be targeting hardest hit businesses based on lost revenue. The goal is to incentivize these businesses to ensure minimized layoffs. And finally, the enhanced unemployment package benefits. The $600 boost is set to expire at the end of the week. The proposal will be updated to indicate the decrease from that $600 to a certain amount.
Since our nation has one foot in the pandemic and one foot in the recovery, our economic policies have to acknowledge both sides of that coin.
According to this document provided by the Committee on Finance, the $600 CARES Act additional payment weekly will be replaced and reduced to the amount $200 a week until September. Also enhancing the unemployment package to make sure that individuals that are unemployed will receive up to 70%. That is the cap. This is not approved yet, as lawmakers question that some individuals receive more than in unemployment benefits compared to when they were working. And this is very troublesome for employers because they struggle to find workers going back to work as they try to reopen their business. On one end, you would want to protect the people from getting sick or exposed, and on the other, you need to constantly, gradually reopen the economy. The problem is the government has an antique system, basically doing some calculations to make sure that the cap is reached up to 70% instead of how it was the simple way. It may delay the payments for these unemployed individuals. The 14-day that it took from the bill was passed back in March till the IRS sent checks or payments may take longer. It could possibly take more than a month. Hopefully not. The risk of not being passed by August 7 poses it to be postponed by September 8 because Senate will be on recess for an entire month by the following week. If that occurs, there's a risk that the economy might collapse. Yes, that's trouble. So this is the timeline for the first CARES Act. The proposal was presented last March 19 and it took 4 business days to pass Senate. House Representative passed it the following day, March 26, then President's signature by 27. The checks were then distributed by April 15, which is 14 business days later. If we apply this conservative timeline to the proposed bill, the proposal for HEALS Act by the Republicans was given July 27. Negotiations will begin on July 28. Hopefully the Senate will pass it by July 31. However, it might be August 3 instead, Monday. Then House should approve it the following day with the President's signature on August 5. So in summary, Either the Relief Act proposed by the Democrats back in May extending the $600, or the HEALS Act proposed by the Republican July 27. God, these names. A bill must be passed before the deadline. That's the bottom line. Thank you guys for watching. Click that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell to ensure timely updates are delivered to you about finance, technology, personal development, and the CARES Act. See you guys in the next video.
It's annoying.